US President Donald Trump announced that his country will withdraw 5,000 active duty troops from NATO ally Germany in the next 6 to 12 months. This fulfills earlier threats after Trump clashed with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz over the US-Israeli war in Iran. Merz had criticized Washington's lack of strategy in the conflict. The Pentagon said the decision follows a thorough review of force posture in Europe. Germany hosts several US military facilities, including Ramstein Air Base and a medical center. The number of troops leaving would be about 14% of the country's total deployment. Trump recently suggested his administration was also looking into reducing its presence in Spain and Italy next. Democrats in Congress warned that the withdrawal would benefit Russia and weaken US security. Analysts say the move could carry disastrous consequences at a time of heightened global instability. Depending on operations, exercises, and troop rotations, the US stations around 80,000 to 100,000 personnel on the continent.
US President Donald Trump has said he will raise tariffs on cars and trucks from the European Union to 25%. In a social media post, he accused the EU of not complying with the deal agreed last year, which set a tariff for most goods at 15%. The move from the US could now further jolt a global economy that's already rattled by the Iran war. Trump gave no details on what prompted the tariff increase, but the announcement comes at a particularly tense time for relations between the White House and the EU. On Thursday, Trump renewed criticism of German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, telling him to stop interfering over Iran. Germany would likely be hit hard by the increased tariffs, as the country is responsible for a significant amount of EU auto exports. The US leader also referred to European allies Spain and Italy as, quote, absolutely horrible for their refusal to get involved in the Iran war.
Israeli airstrikes on southern Lebanon killed at least 7 people and wounded others on Saturday, despite a ceasefire. Lebanon's state-run media reported deadly strikes on a car and homes in several villages. The Israeli military issued a new warning for residents of 9 southern villages to evacuate. Israel's military said the Air Force carried out about 50 airstrikes over the past 24 hours, targeting Hezbollah infrastructure. Meanwhile, Hezbollah said it attacked Israeli troops with a drone in a coastal village. Over the past weeks, the Israeli army has been leveling neighborhoods near the border. The military also released a video showing the destruction of a booby-trapped football stadium in the town of Bint Jabal. The supposed ceasefire has been in place since April 17th and was recently extended by 3 weeks.
Brazil's Congress voted on Thursday to override a presidential veto and adopt a bill to reduce former President Jair Bolsonaro's 27-year prison sentence for plotting a coup in 2023. The conservative opposition successfully drew centrist senators and federal deputies to comfortably override the leftist president's veto of last year's sentencing bill. The new bill, which passed with 318 votes in favor and 144 against, could reduce Bolsonaro's sentence by as much as 20 years, according to analysts. Experts say the bill deals a crushing blow to incumbent President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and comes just months before he launches his bid for a 4th non-consecutive presidency. He is expected to challenge Flávio Bolsonaro, a conservative lawmaker and son to the embattled former leader. A rescue team on Saturday released from a barge in the North Sea a humpback whale that had been stranded in shallow waters near Germany since March. Timmy, as nicknamed by German media, received a tracker prior to his release, but has not yet transmitted a signal. Greenpeace marine biologists are concerned with the critically ill whale's freeing operation. The humpback whale was released on Saturday morning and effectively left to its fate. It was set free around 9 a.m. local time, around 70 kilometers from the coast of Skagen in Denmark, which is one of Europe's busiest shipping lanes. Experts believe its chances of survival are minimal.